What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Yesterday we called for price to return back into this block during the New York session, and look at what time price returned back to here, 9:30 a.m, which is the New York equities open, and boom, right on the block, right on the money, right on the entry, giving us an easy 3-hour trade. Later on, I actually made a call to my bootcamp students for another 3-hour trade, because over here you have a change of state of delivery for another 3-hour and putting us at a total for 6-hour. And so that is going to sit right at around $100,000 and $100. So if we take this trade here, extrapolate it out, that's going to give us potentially a 3-hour trade if this plays out perfectly. And just on the public calls that we've made so far, this week we have been a perfect 4 out of 4 calls. Well, because whatever call I make today is not going to be recorded until next Monday at least. So this puts our total record at 51 wins and 12 losses. 51 out of 63, which is well over an 80% win rate over the last 3 months that I've been publicly tracking my win rate. And guys, the good news is that tomorrow, in less than 24 hours, we're hosting a free masterclass teaching you exactly how to do what I'm doing. This is not going to be one of those quote-unquote free webinars where I spend half the time trying to sell you something. This is actually going to be no fluff, no BS. And I'm actually just going to be teaching you the 6 skills that you need to get funded or to go full-time into trading. This is high-level stuff. It's completely for free. 24 hours left. This is a masterclass that is going to help a lot of you get unstuck. If you want, click sign up. First link in the description box below. Make sure you have a Zoom account. Otherwise, it's going to tell you that, hey, you have some kind of error. But in reality, you just need a Zoom account. And if you want to join in the WhatsApp group where I'm sending kind of like sneak peeks and behind the scenes, then you can also click this button right here to join the WhatsApp group. Otherwise, time to get back into today's video. So one of the things that you may be noticing in this video is that this video is coming a little bit late, because truth be told, there is nothing much to talk about today. With the last couple of days being as volatile as they have been, today is kind of been just a cool off day. And in fact, by the time that I turned on my computer, I had already, well, in my opinion at least, missed out on the move of the day. And so I didn't really feel the need to talk about something. But just to give you guys an update, instead of talking about like what is the update today, I'm going to talk about what is the update on the macro scenario, because a lot of you are kind of doubtful, right? A lot of you are looking for a retracement. You think that Bitcoin's actually going to top out. And that's one of the things you need to understand, is that overall, right, I want you to take a look at the overall trend. We are just starting this up move, because overall you are in an uptrend, right? Market structure, maxis will say, oh, this is high highs and higher lows, which is true. The entirety of the last 3 months or 4 months where price has been doing absolutely jack all and altcoins have been taking a 90% dump is in reality just a retracement period in terms of the overall big picture. And we have only recently started moving back up. So to say that whoa, this is going to be the end of Bitcoin and it's actually going to go for a retrace is just plain old false. And these things are probably spoken by people who lack experience in the markets, who fail to see the big picture, and most importantly, do not understand the concept of momentum trading. If you take a look at just the last few weekly candles, they have been closing so bullish. In fact, by the time this week ends as well, this weekly candle is going to close really bullish, which means next week, more likely than not, the bias is going to be towards the upside. Secondly, right now you are very close to forming relatively equal highs on the previous all-time high. And given the overall trend and the overall order flow, it's only a matter of time until this high gets taken out. In fact, I do believe that we are not going to start going into a downtrend until this high has been taken out. Now, sure, you may go through some kind of an extended distribution period after that high is taken out, but until that high is taken out, you continue going long on Bitcoin. And of course, this goes without saying, if you are long on Bitcoin, you are going to be long on altcoins as well. You have stuff like Fartcoin absolutely taking off, and you have stuff like Virtuals and Pengu, and actually every single major coin out there is just, absolutely taken off. And that's a good sign. This is unlikely to start anytime soon, at least not until the previous all-time high on Bitcoin is taken out. So for those of you who are thinking, oh, the fear and greed index is now in greed, or, right now you're in euphoria or whatever. Yeah, sure. Take some profit, of course, but go follow your risk management plan, of course. And if you already have a trade beforehand, then follow the idea of your trade. But if you're just starting to get into the markets now, just understand right now momentum is in your favor. Momentum is in the favor of bulls, and this is not going to stop until this gets taken out and then price starts chopping around, kind of like what we see here, where price goes into some kind of accumulation. In this case, we want to see price go into some kind of distribution at the new all-time highs before any kind of a downside move. Until that happens, guys, price is strong, momentum is strong, and so we continue trading this towards the upside. This goes for the weekends as well. Today's candle is very likely going to close as an inside bar, but the update for today, what you will see is you'll see some kind of fair value gap form right after this inside bar. Now on Saturday, your chances are you're going to chop around as well, which is why if you have nothing better to do, you should join the masterclass, which is going to be tomorrow. And on Sunday, look for the Saturday and Friday lows to be taken out to fill in the fair value gap, and then for price to kind of expand towards the upside during Monday or like the start of the new week. This could also happen during Sunday. So that is the update. Like, I don't think there is a trade so far, at least not based on what I can see. Today has just been very choppy. The reason why I say I might have missed the opportunity of the day is because at the start of London, right, at 3 a.m. New York, during the London session, you took out the previous daily high and the price just started, kind of reversing. And so far, you are still, showing signs of accumulation within this order block right here. But honestly, guys, it's not super strong at the moment, given how many taps you have came into this order block. There is a chance that, you will disrespect this order block and you start breaking down, which is why today is probably a no trade day. Tomorrow is definitely a no trade day, being Saturday. But Sunday, you may get an opportunity. And again, I have laid out the framework for you. Don't know where this fair value gap is going to be yet. You will know by the time tomorrow's candle closes. But otherwise, yeah, guys, we have had a perfect week so far. One of the best weeks in recent memory that we can think of. 4 out of 4 in terms of public calls on YouTube. If you have made any money this week following my calls, I want you to drop a comment section down below. It is always very gratifying to see that whatever I'm doing here is truly helping people. And speaking about helping people, again, guys, masterclass is tomorrow. I don't want you guys to miss this out. It's not going to be one of those marketing schemes. Promise you, this is just going to be straight up value. And this is going to be straight value, straight fire, however the youngsters like to say it nowadays. I'll see you in the next one. Just a quick one today. Ciao, ciao.